Welcome back to the Weekend Warriors Show Recap Pod. I'm Ty from the Unemployed Architects. Had a couple of shows this last week I'm going to recap for you. I had the Cellar in Pontiac, Illinois, and I had Jay's Place in Gibson City. So, both these shows were not busy. I mean, I don't know what it is lately. It just seems like maybe because they were indoor and people are more into outdoor stuff right now. I feel a weird apprehension about just the because I mean it's been 2 weekends of shows that and I mean not to say that the blame isn't on me to a point, but you know I was walking on Saturday night on the Gibson City show. I was walking down the street and there were no cars, nobody driving by, nobody walking by. I don't know. It's just maybe a seasonal thing. The Cellar, you know, there were a few people on Friday, but it wasn't like crazy busy or anything. I'm really appreciative to the people who did come out. It was nice to see them. But I mean, there wasn't a lot of just random, you know, I don't know. For some reason, when I get to a bar like early and it's dead before I even start setting up. Like, that's a scary kind of feeling. Like, is anybody even going to show up? but let's start from the beginning. So, Friday, I played at the Cellar, Pontiac, like I said. Got there pretty early, set up. I was having weird sound issues, of course. I somehow hit my vocal pedal, to the wrong setting, which was like half the gain level for my vocals. So the whole first half, I was just trying to figure out what was going on. But of course, you know, the idiot I am, I couldn't see that my vocal pedal was on the wrong setting. So it wasn't pushing out enough volume. So that was like wasn't really feeling too comfortable that night. It was a lot of like, just like tense, like what is going on? Why can't I get this to sound right? But eventually I figured out that, but then I had to EQ, put the volume at the right spot and all that stuff for remix, I guess, the vocals. And, you know, it was just like night and day difference. And I don't know, when you sing for a while, you get kind of used to the way it sounds. So when you do like a 180 on that, it like messes with your head quite a bit. Because the whole time I sing, like, not the whole time, but on nights I'm feeling a little rough, I'm like trying to get I'm in my head trying to think like, am I going sharp? Am I going flat? Am I not breathing right? Like, so I'm like experimenting, trying to find, you pretty much just try to find whatever works for the night. I mean, that some nights you don't have to try it all. That's kind of the nice thing. But on other nights, you know, you're trying to crack the code, and it can be 3 hours of trying to crack the code and never really getting there. So when I do something like I did on Friday, where it was like I was cracking this code, found out that it's just that it's on the wrong setting. Now I go to the normal setting, and then I have to crack a new code. So it takes a little bit of time to kind of get reacclimated, recomfort with the way that the new settings are. So that was pretty much my Friday night. I ended up playing a ton of original songs just because, I don't know, that's what I felt like doing. I was kind of in my head a lot. There wasn't a ton of people there kind of interacting or anything. So just like whatever I felt like playing, I played. And I played a lot. I played DJ Scribbles, which I haven't played that one in a long time. And I played like Completely Closed, and then a couple newer tunes that, you know, just aren't quite on any sort of release radar. You know, I haven't really put them to the test to try to get them out anytime soon. And then I played some of those newer songs I was talking about last week that are brand new. But yeah, so that was kind of Friday night. It was a fun night. I mean, it was definitely the better of the two as far as how I felt and stuff and people being there. But so then Saturday I showed up to the bar. You know, I played at 9, which is pretty late. I got there probably around 6:30, and there was 2 people in this giant bar. And I don't know. It's Saturday night. So usually when I get to a bar on a Saturday night, regardless of whether I'm playing or not, it's busy. People like to drink. They like to have an excuse to go out. This bar has pretty much everything you would need in a bar too. It's like got sports on. It's got gambling. It's got pool tables. Good drinks, all that stuff. Giant bar. And I just assumed it would be busy regardless of kind of whether I was there or not, but that was not the case. So as it kind of got closer and closer, I was just hoping for a late crowd, and it just never really happened. So I was supposed to play till midnight. Probably played till about 11:30 before we called it. And I mean, the bartender, the owner who books me there, is super nice, and she was not blaming me necessarily or anything, but just class act on that front. But I felt bad. Ultimately, I didn't bring anybody extra out. And then this week has just been kind of disappointing, I'll say. I've had the show. I was supposed to have 3 shows this weekend. I was supposed to have Thursday, which is today, at Clark Bar in Champaign. Friday at Cruisin's in Peoria. And then Saturday, I was looking forward to just being in town in Bloomington at Crafted. So Crafted double booked me and another group. So that was disappointing. And then earlier in the week, I had the Windjammer, which they've double booked me like a lot of times. But they didn't say it was they double booked. They said they had a scheduling conflict or something that it was a conflict. But so yeah, that show isn't till the 9th. But I'm not gonna, it being so close to October 9th, or it's the 8th. It was supposed to be October 8th. They asked me if I could do the 9th instead. I have 2 shows that day, so of course that was an option. They asked about rescheduling. I gave them a bunch of dates. They didn't get back to me yet, and I don't know. The Crafted one, supposed to talk to relatively soon about hopefully rescheduling, rebooking some other date, but I don't know. Just kind of a bummer. I don't know why it's such a bummer sometimes, but I already if there was a week to have a show canceled, it is this week because I have 3. It's a heavy load week, but I was looking forward to that Saturday night one for some reason, just because it was in town. I had a couple people coming out that I've talked to previously about them coming, and I don't know. For some reason, it just really bummed me out. I don't really. I think I might end up and go out and do some busking and try to do a bunch of things that I've been putting off for a long time, as far as like just general businessy type stuff. I need to get pages set up for maybe another time, because that release is about to happen. So I want to have like a Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all that stuff. Kind of probably SoundCloud. We got a couple videos for that too that we'll be posting with that. So it's exciting. I was in the studio on Tuesday night. We finished all the tracking on Good Friends, and it's probably 95% done. I'm gonna try to get in one more time, just to do some light touches on the mixing side of things, and that one will be done. So next month and a half, I'm sure that one will be out. Depends on when Eric over at Eclipse can get me in, but it's sounding really good. I'm really excited about that one. And this week, as I mentioned, I have Thursday Clark Bar, which is tonight, in Champaign, and then tomorrow I'm in Peoria at Cruisin'. So that'll be kind of what I'm talking about next week. Hopefully I'll be less bummed about everything else going on. But I did pick up a show on October 2nd. So I have 3 Saturdays that are 2 show Saturdays in October, which are pretty crazy. Those are always like a lot of driving and a lot of singing all in one day. It's like ends up to be 5 to 7 hours of singing in a day. And then I got that, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I got that TV performance that I'm doing at the end of October. So I'm going to have to really buckle down and kind of prepare for that, because I want that to go well. Of course, that's the double-edged sword of it all, because I care. I probably won't go as good as if I had just kind of relaxed. sometimes relaxing is almost as good as caring too much, or over practicing or whatever. But it's all original. I think I'm gonna do all originals. It's gonna be an hour and a half, and then they edit down to 2 27-minute episodes of just my live music, my live original songs. I'm doing it one-man band. It's in Peoria. It's on like a PBS local station concert series they're doing, and they're taping it. And at the end of October, they said it'll release in kind of the springtime. So, hoping to get some good quality content out of that. That will push the machine a little bit forward. But, as that goes, I'll be nervous because I'll place too much weight on it for no reason. And it might just be one of those things that just happens. And then I can't promote it because I don't think I did a good job and don't believe in the performance. So that's the main thing, is I got to get to a point where I'm so comfortable. There's just something, and I've talked about this probably ad nauseum, but there's something to having a camera in front of you that kind of changes your whole mentality when you're performing if you're not used to it. And I mean, I am more used to it than I've probably ever been, but there is, it's just a little bit of uncomfortableness that comes with that, and then you start getting in your head a little bit. It's weird because when you're playing live, you're focusing on getting the lyrics right, you're focusing on singing the right notes, playing the guitar, doing the foot drums, all the different transitions and all that stuff. And when I'm playing solo, I can cut songs, kind of edit in real time, as far as if I want to keep the song going or if I want to cut it. But when you're playing in front of a camera, you have like a halo thought process that's kind of overlooking everything and being very self-critical. And, a lot of it's just adrenaline. Since you're not used to playing like that, you're kind of, at least me, this is how I react, is I oversing, and I'm not relaxed, I'm tense. I'm trying to put on a good show, so I overdo that, and then I sing sharp the whole time, which is my general, that's how I sing anyway, is generally just a little sharp, I think. But, so, I don't know, just trying to, I'll have a lot of songs, so hopefully I can at least get 2 or 3 out of the 2 45-minute sets I'll be doing that they'll edit down to 27 minutes. I can get 2 or 3 solid performances that I can kind of be behind. But that's what October will be all about, just kind of preparing for that, getting all those songs ready. I'm sure I'll do some ones that are more new that maybe won't make the cut, but just trying to get them out there into the ether. And it'll be, multicam and high quality visual audio editing, so hopefully it turns out great. But anyway, so that's kind of what's been going on. I'll check back in next week. As always, I appreciate anybody who takes time to listen, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.